Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. I hope you're well. The end is near. Simply gather your belongings and wait for the horn to blow, which might happen at any moment. Why are we warning you in such a frightening way? This is solely because verified reports of an Islamic scholar attending a nightclub are starting to surface. You heard it correctly. Even more startling is the fact that the scholar visited a nightclub in a country with a majority of Muslims, and the people inside were also Muslims. Did you not believe what we just said? Then look at this viral clip for yourself.
Geri dönüş yok. Çok insan yalvaracak. Ya Rabbi bizi dünyaya geri gönder ama geri dönüş olmayacak. Allah'ım hepimizi cennette buluştursun. Cehennemden uzak eylesin. Hatasız kul olmaz diyor abiler büyükler. Allah hatalarımızdan tövbe etmeyi nasip eylesin. Memlekette de biraz kıtlık var, yağmurlar yok. Allah'ım bol bereketli yağışlar ihsan eylesin inşallah. Bir selam vermek istedik.
This widely shared video was captured by someone at the well-known nightclub Alim Bar in Turkey. The video shows a sheikh dressed in Muslim attire, signifying his commitment to Allah. He undoubtedly attended a nightclub, but he didn't appear to be having fun with haram-related items. He simply came to this filthy site to urge the Muslims there to repent from their sins and return to Allah. He merely went there to guide the lost Muslims to the truth and to warn them that engaging in haram activities is a way to incur Allah's wrath and that they are wasting their time and youth. He went there to remind the Muslims present there to know that all these nightclubs and bars are only a delusion, while real life is the hereafter, for which one should work hard and live a life of sin. Even more importantly, he went there to help them understand that the sole purpose we were created for was to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which includes avoiding locations that Allah forbids. If you watch the video closely, you can see how gently and patiently he is urging every members of the nightclub to turn back to Allah by saying things like, there is no coming back after we leave this world, and how those who have wasted their lives in this fleeting world will beg Allah to send them back so they can undo what they had at the time. But they will not get a response back from Allah. In front of everyone, he also offers up a heartfelt prayer for them all, asking Allah to place them in heaven and deliver them from hellfire, provide them wisdom and prosperity, and remind them once more that no one is above sin and error. But what was the reaction of the club members present? They were mocking him and saying Ameen to all of his prayers in a demeaning and inconsiderate manner. When the sheikh realized that the crowd there was not taking him seriously, he simply stated at the conclusion that he wanted to extend salam to everyone as he was passing by this location. This is not the first time that a sheikh or imam has dared to visit nightclubs and dancing bars. Earlier too, in Malaysia and Indonesia, religious scholars had paid a visit to such areas so that they could give guidance to the audience present in such a filthy place. In Malaysia, the Imam conveyed the teachings of the Quran and Hadith, which eventually led to the non-Muslim women present in the nightclub converting to Islam. This is how moved they were and how they realized they were on the wrong path. However, what we see here in Turkey's nightclubs is that the inmates are already Muslims, and instead of being embarrassed of their sin and reflecting on Sheikh's message, they are disrespectful and deaf towards him. This particular incident in Turkey reminds us of the narrative of our Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, who used to warn his people of their wrongdoings, but instead of listening, they mocked him and his message. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, he cried, "My Lord, I have surely called my people day and night, but my calls only made them run farther away. And whenever I invite them to be forgiven by you, they press their fingers into their ears, cover themselves with their clothes, persist in denial, and act very arrogantly." Offering da'wah in a mosque or in Muslim gatherings is certainly a noble task. But offering da'wah in an area where haram actions are openly taking place and there is a strong possibility that the person giving da'wah would be mocked requires a great deal of strength. The sheikh who went into the nightclub did not go there to have fun. Rather, he went there to guide ignorant Muslims to the truth. It doesn't matter that he wasn't taken seriously. What counts is that Allah witnessed his effort and also the nightclub members' response. May Allah bless the religious scholars and guide the Muslim Ummah. Ameen.